Welcome back. It's another day on the pop, partial day on the pop. Now the seats are pretty much dry, pretty much there. Just open the windows up again. I'm going to now going to go over and going to hoover it all out and go over all the overspray and generally give it a good clean up inside. Right, it's all clean on the inside now, all hoovered. Oh, I know what I did forget to do. I did the white plastic on that seat. I forgot to do that one. I'll come back and do that. It's all the dash and all that nice and sparkly now. All the overspray's gone. So now I'm going to wind the windows up, and I'm going to get the magma on it to get rid of the iron filing. So I'm going to give it a quick wash with bucket and sponge first, and then put the magma on afterwards. Right, we're going to use the magma now. Get the iron particles off. If you can see, you probably can't see them on this one. Oh yes you can, there you go, those specks. So you put the stuff quite liberally over the car, everywhere. It's a horrible smell, really disgusting chemically smell. Seems to be the boot area that gets it the worst for some reason. You have to excuse me sniffing, I just sneezed with hay fever. So I'm not going to film me going over the whole car with this. It'll be like watching paint dry. But we'll come back when it's turning pink, which it takes a minute or two to do that. I did run out, so I had to get another bottle, a brand new bottle. As you can see, it's all going pink now. So where that's reacting with the iron deposit, it goes pink. Obviously this was the first bit I did. This was the last bit I did, so that hasn't gone pink yet. It takes, let's say, a couple of minutes before it reacts. But it's quite a lot. So it's always worse, seems to be worse on the boot. I guess you get things hit the roof, hit the windscreen and go over and must stick. Although I was under the impression that iron deposits were more of a thing that are in the atmosphere that just land on your car, especially if you park near a railway line. So once it's soaked in a bit, you say you leave it 2 or 3 minutes, and then you go over it with a sponge and agitate it, or just a damp sponge, agitate it and then jet wash it off. So I'm just going to go over it with a sponge, and then we'll do that. So that's it all agitated all over the car. You can see there's lots of pink everywhere. The pink sort of fades a little bit once you've gone over it with a sponge to agitate it, but it is still all pink, as you can see. All those iron deposits. The bonnet's not actually that bad. Bearing in mind this is a bonnet off of another car, so it's not the original bonnet. But the rest of the car is quite bad, or good, as the case may be. Right, I think that's been on there long enough now. So now we're going to jet wash it off. And you end up with a silky smooth finish. It says on the bottle about doing it out the sun, because obviously you don't want it drying too quickly. Might be difficult to get off then, and I wouldn't necessarily want to use it on fresh paintwork. So before I take the bath in to have the bodywork done, I shall be doing this on that to get the rest of it done. I don't want to take a chance on new paintwork. I don't think there's anything on the bottle that mentions don't use on new paintwork, but I think it's probably best not to. So the car's all dried off now, and it is as smooth thing. So you can see all of those deposits have gone. There's none there whatsoever now. And it is so smooth, it's untrue. A few bits of dirt, I forgot to. Yeah, it feels like new paintwork. It's incredible. It's amazing stuff, it's well worth the money. Now there's no paint on it, there's no iron on it. There's also no wax on it, it's taken all the wax off. So what I'm going to do now is a couple of bits that I do to most of the cars that I do, especially the white ones. I'll show you that now. Move that a little bit. Right, so these are the things that I put on the car, especially when I've taken, not when there's stripes on. If I've taken the stripes off or there were no stripes, then I'll put them on. If there are stripes, I don't put them on because that would be too much. So So now there's no wax or anything on here. If you buy the official, I'm not sure whether they're official Fiat ones, but if you buy OEM type things, they're about 35 quid for these. I buy these from China. I think they're about £4.50 a set. I normally buy 4 or 5 sets at a time. And they basically, I do it by eye. I sort of line that up with air, and they sort of go like that. I think they just finish the car off nicely. As there's no wax on here now, of course, it's the best time to be sticking these on, because you don't want to be sticking them over the top of wax. So as they just do it by eye. Could measure it, could go over the top and measure it, as long as they're straight-ish. That looks about right. That's it. I have in the past stuck them on the wrong way around. So there it is. I think they look quite good. I have in the past, as I say, stuck them on red side up. And one thing I have just noticed what I've done is that one should be there, should be in line with the bonnet. So I've put it the wrong way around. Oh dear. But when I put it the wrong way around before with the red up that way, no one's ever noticed. So it's on there now. I won't be able to get it off. So it can stay on there. And I'll just put the other one on there the wrong way around. I forgot they were sided. So it should be like that. I say it should be. It doesn't really matter. As long as the green side's first. That's all that counts. Never mind. I'm going to stick the one round on the other side now. And then I'll show you the other thing that I do on most cars. Right, the other thing that I do to the cars, especially the white cars, mainly the white cars to be honest, is I put these on, varying sizes. I don't really put the massive ones on, but I used to put just the white and yellow ones on like this. But I wasn't able to get, when I bought more, I wasn't able to get them with a black border, and they just get lost on these with on the white cars. So I save those for the non-white cars. I prefer the white ones. So on here I just put a couple of these on. I just put a bigger one and a smaller one. I did have some smaller ones still. I'll have another look, see if I've got any of those to put 3 on. But they look quite nice, and as it's normally girls that buy this, they tend to like them. If they don't like them, they can just peel them off. So I haven't got any of the smaller ones, unfortunately, so I just have to make do with the other 2 sizes. So I just cut them out. I will try and order some more white ones with the black border, because they do look better, I think. But as I say, they're just a bit lost on the white cars. Right, so it's cut out. And you basically just peel them off and stick them on. There's no skill to it whatsoever. He says. Can't get the backing off now. No fingernails. Oh, they're not cracked back, don't think. There we go. Actually stick into the backing. There's the first one. So I'll stick that one there. Another reason for putting these on, well, the reason that I started putting them on in the first place, was when I'm behind a Fiat 500, if I see these on the back, I know it's one of mine. If I don't recognise the registration number, I know it's one of mine if it's got these on the back. And I've just sort of carried on doing it. And so the girls seem to like it. Some people have commented when they've come to look at the car about how cute they are with those on. So I've continued to put them on. Might not be to everyone's taste, but as I say, these are mainly girls' cars. So I just sort of randomly put them. I say random, it's always on the left stand side, and it's always just here. Quite easy enough to get off if people don't want them, but I don't think anyone's ever taken them off, to my knowledge. That's it, done. This car's almost ready now. So once I've got the, can I zoom? Yeah, I think they look quite good. So once I've got the ECU, which I was hoping might come today, I'm going to change that number plate now as well, get that done. Once the ECU's come and I put that in, I may possibly have the problem with pre-tensioner, hopefully not. But I'll sort that out if it's not, and then get the seats in, and this will be pretty much ready to go then. Again, as it's the car's got no wax on it now, before I wax it, another job I've got to do is go around and touch in all these little scratches, bits of paint missing. So spray some paint into the lid. There's not actually much paint left here. Now I always use a little artist brush, but I've recently seen a lot of people using cotton buds, so I'm going to try it. Steady hand. I guess the secret is, especially on a plastic bumper where it's white underneath, sorry, where it's black underneath, is to just build up the layers rather than a big blob which just looks so obvious. You need to go around, touch it in. It is actually better than a brush. It's a little bit more forgiving. You don't need quite such a steady hand. So I'll touch those in like that, and then I'll come back in a few minutes when it's dry and give them another touch up. So they're already disappearing. Oh, there's another one there. And another one there. So once these are touched up, although if you look at them close up you can see it to the naked eye, just looking around the car you won't really notice them too much. Let's give those just a little bit more. I don't think these are the best quality cotton buds, to be honest. Probably the flat ones are better. These are a bit too cottony, I think. You've got a little strand coming off the end there. Now once that's gone down, dried off, that won't be too bad. I'm going to go around the rest of the car now. I'm not going to film every little bit of touching up, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all I'm going to do for today, because I'm really a bit stuck now. I have bought a microphone for the phone, which should be coming today from Amazon. It's supposed to come yesterday, and now it's down for delivery today. So hopefully when I'm not behind the camera, rather in front of it, you'll be able to hear me better in future. So yeah, that'll probably be tomorrow now. I don't suppose I'll be doing any more today. Not recording anyway. I'm just going to carry on touching these bits up. I might give the car a wax as well. Obviously, the sooner you get the wax on it, the better, really. So I'll probably give it a wax as well. So next time you hear me, hopefully it will be with better audio. Once again, thanks for watching. This is a shame it's such a short video today, but there wasn't massive amount of stuff that I could do on it, really. So yeah, thanks for watching again. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like. Please subscribe. To those of you who've subscribed in the last couple of weeks or so, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Still a long way to go before we hit the 1,000, but I think we're up to about 530 something now. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. But yeah, once again, thanks for watching.